Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Alvionina, my Amalia. My student number is 206121004. Today, I will present about 5 assessment. The first is assessment reading, listening, writing, speaking, and grammar. Let's check it out. Assessing reading. Reading is dynamic process in which the reader interacts with the text to construct meaning. A skilled reader rapidly and accurately decodes the words and sentences, connects text information to relevant background knowledge, maintains a mental representation of what he or she has already read, forms hypotheses about upcoming information, and makes decisions based on his or her purpose for reading all the same time. Carlis and Rice 2002. Next, yang akan kita bahas adalah assessing reading comprehension. Di dalam assessing reading comprehension ini terdapat 3 levels. For the first levels is literal comprehension is the most obvious. At this level, teachers can ask students to find information and ideas they are explicitly staged in the text. The second level is interpretive or referential comprehension. At these levels, students go beyond what is said and read for deeper meaning. The third is referential levels of comprehension. At this level, teachers can ask more challenging questions, such as asking students to do the following. The first is rearrange the ideas or topics discussion in the text. Second, explain the author's purpose of writing the text. Third, summarize the main idea when this is not explicitly staged in the text. And the last is select conclusion, which can be deduced from the text they have read. Number 4, the last is levels of comprehension. Critical evaluation occurs only after our students have understood the ideas and information that the writer has presented. Terdapat beberapa format pengujian untuk reading, yaitu yang pertama adalah multiple choice, yaitu perangkat umum untuk menguji pemahaman siswa. Cara penguji di dalam mengontrol berbagai kemungkinan jawaban untuk sebuah pertanyaan pemahaman pada siswa pada saat proses berpikir dan pada saat proses respon mereka. Assessing grammar. 5 characteristics to measure communicative grammar. The first, the text must provide more context than only a single sentence. The second, the text should understand what the communicative purpose of the text is. The third, he or she should also know who the intended audience is. The fourth, he or she must have to focus on meaning and not form to answer correctly. The fifth, recognize is not sufficient. And the last is the text must be able to produce grammatical responses. The next is alternative assessment. Di dalam alternative assessment terbagi menjadi beberapa bagian, yaitu yang pertama ada games, yang kedua ada class observation, dan yang ketiga ada online activities, and the last ada portfolio. Assessing speaking. Basic types of speaking. The first is imitative, the ability to simply parrot back or imitate a word or a phrase or possibly a sentence. The second is intensive, the production of short stretch of oral language designed to demonstrate competence in a narrow bound or grammatical, phrasal, lexical, or phonological relationship. And the next is responsive. And the next is interactive and extensive or monologue. Assessing writing. Types of writing performance. The first is imitative. This category includes the ability to spell correctly and to perceive phoneme-grapheme correspondence in the English spelling system. The second is intensive or controlled. Beyond the fundamentals of imitative writing are skilled in producing appropriate vocabulary within a context, collocation and idioms, and correct grammatical features up to the length of a sentence. The third is responsive. Here, assessment tasks require learners to perform at a limited discourse level, connecting sentence into a paragraph and creating a logically connected sequence of two or three paragraphs. The fourth is extensive. Extensive writing implies successful management of all the process and strategies of writing of all purpose, up to the length of an essay, a term paper, a major research project report, or even a thesis. Assessing listening. The importance of listening. One reason for this emphasis is that listening is often impaired as a component of speaking. The objective of listening assessment: A. Comprehending of surface structure elements such as phonemes, words, intonation, and grammatical category. B. Paraphrase recognition. The first is sentence paragraph. Determining meaning of auditory input. The type of this part is selective listening. We can design an assessment task by using selective listening. It means processing stretches of discourse such as short monologues for several minutes in order to scan for certain information. For example, the first is listening close task require the task takers to listen to a story, monologue, or conversational and simultaneously read the written in which selected words or phrases have been deleted. The second is multiple picture collection. The preceding example illustrates the need for task takers to focus on just the relevant information. And the third is single picture killed verbal multiple choice. This is one listening to seeing one picture and listening question in the form of multiple choice, one of which is relevant to the picture. And the last four, chart filling. Students are asked to fill in the chart according to the paragraphs here. Okay, I think enough. More or less, I apologize. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.